Just had to end my video there, but car has broken down. Lovely. Afternoon, guys. 20th of March. We are in the office again. Still closed. Business closed down for now. But still trying to keep the mind busy. Yesterday, when I finished the end of a video, I kind of finished it pretty quickly, but the lights went out in the car, and then the car lost power, and I rolled around the corner. Turned out that the alternator went in my wife's car, so unfortunately, that's out of the garage to get fixed. Hopefully they take monopoly money, because that's probably where we're at the moment. It's back in the office. Go again and try and ignore this problem. So just going 7 o'clock, 20th of March. It's a wrap for the I've got a red face because it's a red sky. Seems to be a nice time to leave the evening, or leave the office near 7 o'clock. Just going 7. Finished now in the office until Monday. These are interesting times. Just listening there to Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Just something from January that he had put up, and interesting kind of listening to kind of his viewpoint on everything. I've listened to him quite a few times, many times in fact. Just doesn't do stock markets, etc. A lot of what he does is property and businesses, and now really is where, as I pull onto the main road, now really is where there will be opportunities in business in the coming months to 18 months or so. Obviously we're in extremely difficult, uncertain times right now. Sure, my own business is closed. There's nothing happening. I go to the office to try and keep busy, go to the office to get things done, catch up, but there's absolutely zero income in this current market because of what's happened with COVID-19. But I thought in December, or back in November, when I came up with the Soccer 365, what I wanted to do, and then as it evolved and I wanted to document a year running a business, it became twofold. It came the sessions, and it became about the journey. And right now we're a week into COVID-19. Get a bit more light. A week into COVID-19, and it's kind of moved off the frustration stage. I think fairly quickly moved off that. Really, there's nothing we could do. We're not even in full lockdown yet. That's to come. That's not gonna. I really do expect that to come in the coming 10 days. The talk is now the kids are going to be off school till probably the end of April, which means we're not going to have a program till the end of April. So that's just the way it is. You have to accept it. But at the same time, we are probably facing another global recession. Now, we are facing another global recession. The only difference between the last recession, 2008, which to to be honest, that was a difficult one. I was 23 years of age, and subsequently lost my job in the bank in Ulster Bank. Went to the fitness industry. That had its dip 2.5 years later, when Jackie Skelly's went bang, just due to debts. And then obviously energy then got into difficulty as well, less than kind of a year later. And then it's hit the banks further then in 2012, 2013, with IBRC, Irish Nationwide, and that was a bank that was in trouble anyway. But I expect that this is going to be another kick in the bollocks for all the economies. It really will. Now the only difference is it's not property based. Now I do believe there is a property problem anyway. Some of it's gone nuts. Like there's areas near where I live where funds, big companies, property companies, literally buying up entire estates of houses, and they'll then control the sale and the rental market. So a lot of that's kind of gone on, and big areas being sold, same companies doing these transactions with each other. So the houses are not actually going on general sale now. They're being sold to this company, who will then obviously dictate what happens. So this crash, obviously, which is coming down the line, and you just see the stocks are tumbling, and countries are literally going to go borrow a significant amount of money from the marketplaces to try and solve the problem. So, as I said, it's not a crash solely because of property or anything like that. Obviously, it's COVID-19 has caused it, but there is an underlying problem there, which will probably come to a head now with this, and hopefully be solved. But I choose now to look at what opportunities there will be after this is finished. It's not savagery to think, okay, what can I do after this, and what opportunities can I get? Everybody will go back to work. The jobs that are lost now, those companies will, hopefully, the vast majority will still be there. EI Sports will still be there. We'll just have to now adjust how we do things and make sure that we're on top of our game, and make sure that we are delivering a high quality service. That's going to be absolutely massive. And I think this Soccer 365 journey is going to be something that in 2, 3, 4, 5 years we're going to look back and go, geez, delighted we documented that journey, that process of the challenges faced to a sports program during the decline. Now, in the last few days, registered a new business. In order to get that business up and going, I need a van, so that's kind of on the agenda over the next 6 to 8 weeks, is kind of get my hands on a van. If I can, then we're good to go on another business, and that will be kind of important to have another, what's kind of secondary income. Oh, it dropped. I should have been aware. Reset. I unfortunately don't have my stand for my camera today. It's in the other car. But anyway, back. With the additional business set up, it's going to be an ancillary income. But I've set that business up with my eldest son in mind, that 2 years time he finishes school. I'm going to kind of work over the next 2 years to get the marketing behind that, get the structure behind the business. That in 2 years time he will do the day-to-day workings of it, and I will do the management side of things. But I've spoken at length with my son about different things in business and the aims. He knows what I want to do over the next 10 years. And of aims, of things that I want to achieve, and you have to be daring enough to lose everything if you want to achieve something. There has been moments over the last 15 years where I've taken major chances. At 18 years of age, working in a bank, never borrowed before that, suddenly money became accessible, and I put my hands up between the ages of 18 and 23. 18, 23. 2008 would have been the last big one. I would have borrowed in excess of 120,000 on God knows what, and it took a decade to scalp most of that off, to get rid of it. So made errors in borrowing. Not good debt, wasn't on property, it was just lifestyle. And lessons learned from that. So I've been broke, and I've really have put myself at times in difficult positions and learned from it. I remember in 2008, I literally had £4 in my pocket, and the train, I didn't have enough to get me from Enfield to Maynooth. I didn't have enough fuel to get me from Enfield to Maynooth to the car, to get the train from there into work, and I didn't have enough to get the train from Enfield, leaving the car in Enfield. So from Enfield to town in Dublin. So I end up getting the train from Enfield and not having a ticket, and then getting a train from town back out home again without a ticket. It was at that point in time I started a lot of kind of coaching on the side. I was working in the doors, then I took on a job working in the doors shortly after that, in security work for additional funds. So there has been them moments where things have been really, really hard. The moments where you're dealing with the mistakes that you've made in both business, finances, personal life, everything. And I'm in a position now at 35, 12 years on from the last crash, to go, okay, well, if this happens, what are we going to do? How are we going to deal with it? So again, it's take a chance. I'm not a gambling person. I'm not a gambling person for bookies or anything like that. I really amn't. Because I have an addictive personality and I can't get caught up on something very, very easily. But I still, when it comes to business, I will sooner try to take a chance on something 9 times out of 10 more than anybody else will. And I'm thinking now, okay, we're in the middle of a crisis, which really hasn't even hit the depths of what it will hit, and I'm ready to take a chance on something, if not 2 chances. A couple of different irons in fire, things that I want to do. I have a book where I write down ideas, business ideas, and when I think we can kind of go after them, etc. Now I'm thinking, okay, well, is there a couple of options of things that we might do over the next 6 months? Some of them are big opportunities, big chances to take. Will require a lot of investment, but happy to take them chances. As I said, right now it is just after It's 7:05 on the 20th of March. Going home, spend a weekend with the family. Won't do a couple of videos, get them. I'm almost up to date, which is great. I'm about 6 days behind on the 365, considering I was over 40, maybe 50 days behind. We've got that nailed, so about 5 days behind, and then it's on to uploading the videos of the journey, the personal journey, which I'm obviously on. So as ever, thank you for those that listen, thank you for those that watch. This is an honest look at what it's like to be self-employed, an entrepreneur, take chances in business, in life, to try and achieve something, and not always easy, but it's honest. Thanks, guys. Good evening. Soccer 365 for the 22nd of March. So today, the technical exercise we worked on was our drag and tap with the outside of the boot. So yesterday we worked drag and tap with the inside, and today we worked drag and tap with the outside of the boot. Again, superb drill to master. Just a little bit of a change of direction, keep the ball away from players. A little add on to that is when you do the exercise, to put your arm up to shield the ball at the same time as doing a little drag and tap, because the type of exercise you'll do when under pressure, try to keep the ball close, but again, put your arm up and shield the ball. Try it, and we will update another video tomorrow. Best luck, guys. Good afternoon, guys. It's the afternoon of the 23rd of March. We're all still in our semi-lockdown, awaiting further lockdown. So today it's a little adjustment on the ball mastery. It's actually a combo exercise. So it's a combo exercise using inside taps, which we've worked on, and then little rollovers with it. So it's rollovers with an inside tap. Excellent close ball control drill. Obviously in terms of actually playing, it's not something you're going to use as a player when you're playing, but in terms of actually learning how to use 2 feet, close ball control, excellent drill to do. So look forward to getting some feedback again, as always. Thank you for being part of this journey, and be safe, stay indoors, out the back garden, play with the kids, and have some fun during these difficult times. Best luck, guys. Evening, guys. It's very late in the evening, hitting on 11 o'clock on the 23rd of March. So currently working on some exciting new steps behind the scenes on a new platform for all of our players to benefit, plus a couple of new programs to launch when COVID-19 is gone away and we are back up and running again. So some exciting times ahead. Just means some long days, late nights, but all worth it in the end. I hope everybody's safe and well. Further videos to update and upload tomorrow. We'll keep you posted then, guys. Cheers. Just had to end my video there, but car has broken down. Lovely.